What the fuck am I doing? You know, I gotta ask. This is something that's been going through my mind for a long time. In this time period, the school districts I used to go to when I lived here in Pennsylvania are going through prom, and most likely the ones in Washington are going through the same thing. It's like near the end of the school year that schools celebrate prom. And so when I got on Facebook, I saw many people posting photos like,
"Oh my god, prom pictures and whatnot," and oh my god, did you see who became queen? Oh my god.
Then I started to think, even though I attended some of these dances like homecoming, prom, or just regular dances that I had for whatever fucking reason, it still boggles my mind, even if I did attend these back when I was in high school, why do people go to these things? Now you're probably thinking to hang out with friends. You could do that for free. You could go anywhere else besides school to hang out for free. And even if you go to these dances to hang out with your friends and you plan everything out and you have money to spare to buy tickets to go to like homecoming, prom, or even like a random dance that happens for whatever reason, you gotta also think, you're in a big group of people, with people that are most likely your friends being, I'd say, an eighth of the group. I'd say like 5/8 of the group are people you don't know, and 2/8 or 1/4 of the group are people that you hate or hate your guts. So it's most likely either going to cause drama, which yes, is, oh no, drama in high school. Becky's butt is so big, so everybody just has to make fun of her. Oh, that guy shit his pants in class. Everybody put photos on Instagram. As you can tell, I'm not a fan of drama. I really am not. So it just blows my mind. People are going to spend money to go to a place that they usually don't like to go, with a large group of people that most of the time they don't even know, and are also filled with people that they don't like, and they actually are paying money to be in the same area as them to hang out with their friends, which most of their friends probably didn't even go, because either they just didn't want to go, or didn't have time, or maybe they were smart and just decided to go somewhere else for free and save money. But, you know, whatever. And then here comes prom and homecoming. People are going to buy their fancy dresses that are like almost $100, some even like $1,000. What the fuck are you doing? I know you want to have a good time, but like, most likely your parents are buying this sort of thing for you. Can you at least say thank you to lower their insanity? $1,000 for a dress? What the fuck? And the thing about that dress or suit you get, you're most likely never going to wear it again. If you go to prom like the next year, you're not going to wear the same dress you did or the same suit you did last year, which, unless you were smart, you did. But some people want to buy an entirely new one. And then, once you're done with high school, that dress or suit's most likely just sitting there waiting to be used for whatever reason, or be sold at a yard sale, or the parents are just going to be sitting there after you move out like,
what the fuck are we gonna do with that thing?
And that's if you didn't take it with you. Because odds are, that thing has no meaning for you. Because, well okay, maybe it does, but you just left it there. Because you moved out. Unless you took it with you. Which, that may have been smart, but once again, what are you going to use it for? You're going to use it to go to the bar and look fancy, or maybe like a wedding, or even like a funeral? Okay. Wear your prom dress at a funeral. I don't know. I don't judge. Just don't take selfies of the corpse like that little phase that happened years ago with the whole selfie. Would you really take a selfie with your dead grandmother? Are you really that fucking... Ugh. But that's what really blows my mind. I went to these sort of things. I spent money to go to these things. Homecoming, prom, regular dances, weird things like that. And all the schools I went to. That boggles my mind. Why did I do that? I could have just gone out and hang out with people for free at some random other area. Like, I don't know, Walmart. It's better than being in the same group of people in the same building you usually have to go to every day that most likely don't look forward of going to, and most likely being in the same group of people that you don't even know most of the time, or full of people that you hate, and a very, very small group of people that are just your friend group. And that's if you went with friends. You could have just went alone and just hoped everything just went to be. And let's not forget the prologue of prom. Everybody's asking each other out, and then like, this stirs up drama. The high school drama that the green witches are putting their potions in. Because most likely, they're probably going to either say yes, or say things like, it's too early. It's a month before it starts. If you wait any longer, someone else is going to ask out. It's too late. So you're telling me it was too early. Now it's too late. You could have just said no. And you know what? Maybe these people are just afraid that they'll hurt your feelings if they say no. But people like me, I can accept no. I mean, yes, I did get upset over not being in a relationship or not being with a certain person. But that's because they weren't straightforward. They could have just told me no. Or maybe give me a chance. You could have done that too. You know, maybe you didn't judge a book by its cover. It's like causes drama, and then you realize like that one not very attractive guy who's kind of short asked out this really pretty girl, and she like humiliated him because not because he wasn't that attractive, because it was short. Because apparently it's so wrong for guys to be short, and you know, for guys to have a height problem, something they can't even control. And then he gets humiliated when he does go to homecoming or prom alone, and that's if he does go. He most likely bought the ticket, but you know he has no date, so he's probably just sitting there going, "Why am I here? Why am I doing this? This just sucks." You know what? The only dances I do like are like those Halloween dances that they rarely ever do. Like, they let you get in like Halloween costumes or cosplay and whatnot. I would so do that, but they never did that in any of the schools I went to. Never! It fucking pissed me off. You could have seen me being like, I don't know, Sora from Kingdom Hearts. I used to have that cosplay. Or, I don't know, let's say, a male version of Ryo Kumato. That is actually too revealing. I will not do that. Or maybe I'll just play as one of my, go as one of my characters, like Chip X and Nack the Banana Ghost. But you never did that. You wasted a big opportunity. Well, at least the schools I went to did. But for those who go to these dances and enjoy them, you're probably sitting there going, "This guy's an asshole. God, he's making fun of me." Not making fun of you. It's just my mind is boggling right now as to why people pay money to go to the place they usually don't like to go to a big crowd of people that they, most of the time, they don't even know that well, and are also filled with people that probably you don't like or they don't like you, and with a very, very, very small percentage of people that you do like and are your friends, and unless they're total bitches at those kind of places, or it was most likely a drama-filled area, and you sometimes probably go alone, and let's not forget you got completely humiliated because you tried to ask a slightly pretty girl out, and she either said something like, "Oh, it's too early, oh, it's too late," even though she was asked out by no one else, and it was not really early or late, and you kind of just got humiliated because she maybe was a bitch and just laughed at your face the entire time, and you're just sitting there in a chair contemplating suicide, and most of the people in high school are probably too shallow to understand what it's like to see how other people feel, because they're most likely just flaunting their relationship on Facebook with like statuses, and literally everything they post is about their significant other, which are most likely going to break up with a few weeks later simply because high school relationships don't last that long. And yes, there are high school relationships that last for years and years on end, but trust me, most of the time they do end pretty soon, but there are ones that just go on for a while. And trust me, I've seen them. It's a fucking miracle, but it happens. But you gotta also understand that how other people feel. Some people are going through depression and all that stuff simply because they are single. And yes, that is possible. I used to be like that back in high school. All because people didn't give me a chance because, well, it was fucking Zach. Zach was a fucking douche. Oh, Zach was this. Oh, Zach was that. And maybe, and you know, whatever. I did overreact over a few things back in 9th grade, but I'm not that kind of person anymore. So, without further ado, let me just explain that those kind of dances and proms and homecoming are kind of more drama-filled than anything, and they're kind of more of a waste of money, in my opinion, for one simple night, even though you could just go out with your friends anywhere you want to go and not dress fancy. Hell, you could go in like Halloween costumes and whatnot to like some kind of shed with a radio. I don't know, anything that gets your stoner float going. I mean, you could get a bowl in like a shed and cosplay and smoke till the sun rises. I don't know what you want to do. Man, I just covered a lot of ground there. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, maybe favorite, and subscribe when we see some more. I make videos almost every day. And remember, we all see fish in the ceiling at least once in our lives.